1.4, when setting up a proportion, make sure that the numerators and the denominators match. Okay, to solve a proportion, what do you do? 2 steps. What you do? No, not adding. Cross multiply, then divide. Can you do what? Do you not see me writing big? I mean, I write big too. All right, so number 1, let me just go ahead and scroll down. I'm on computer. What'd you say? You don't need a water break yet. All right, number 1. Clarence made a scale drawing of a classroom. The scale in the drawing is 2 inches, represents 9 feet. The actual length of the classroom is 36 feet. What is the length of the classroom on the scale drawing? What 2 things are we comparing? Inches and feet. Remember, when you have a problem like this, I want you to find the number, underline the word that represents the number. Find the number, underline the word that represents the number. Find the number, underline the word that represents the number. So we're comparing inches and feet. Okay, so we know that 2 inches, I'm putting 2 in the numerator because inches is in the numerator. 9 goes in the denominator because feet's in the denominator. So then where do I put 36 feet? Do I put that in the numerator or denominator? Denominator. Okay, so now I'm going to cross multiply. 2 times 36 is 72. 72. Now what number do we divide by? Divide by 9 because it's the leftover number. So 72 divided by 9 is 8. So B is your answer for that one. So number 2 says that Kelly received a 25% discount on a purchase of a $240 bicycle. What was the amount of discount that Kelly received? All right, so now I got to set up my proportion. I've got 100, and what goes above 100? My percentage, which is 25. Okay, then it says she paid $240 for the bicycle, so my price goes in the denominator. My discount amount goes in the numerator. I got to find that. I don't know what it is right now. So I'm going to do 240 times 25, and then divide by 100, and I get 60. So 60 is my answer because all it asks me for is the amount of discount. It does not say what's the sale price. If it did say what is the sale price, what operation do I do? Discount. Discount means subtract. So if I'm asking for the sale price, then I would subtract the 60 from the original. But it just says what is the discount amount. Period. Number 3. 3 says the original price of a chair was $545. The store discounted the price of this chair by 25%. What is the sale price is what it's asking you. So I'm going to have to subtract on this one after I find out how much the discount is. So what's my percentage? 25. Okay, my original cost is $545. So what's 545 times 25 divided by 100? 136.25. Notice that they put that answer choice on there. That's there to trick you. That's your discount amount. It wants to know what the new price is. So what do? Well, if it originally cost $545, I'm going to save $136.25. How do I find out what I'm actually going to pay? I'm going to subtract. What is $545 minus $136.25? $408.75 is how much I'm going to pay for the chair. Because I'm saving money, it's a discount. So I'm not going to pay full price. I'm getting a discount. We're going to skip number 4 so that I don't have to scroll down yet. So number 5 says the correct mixture of oil to gas in a weed eater is half pint of oil to 2.5 gallons of gas. How many pints of oil are needed for 10 gallons of gas? So go through the problem, find your number and the word that represents it. Find your number and the word that represents it. Find your number and the word that represents it. What two things are we comparing? Pints and gallons. Or you could say oil and gas. So it says I've got half a pint of oil to 2.5 gallons of gas. If you don't like looking at these fractions, what can you change them to? Ooh, decimals, because we're not going to be multiplying percentages. So half, what's that as a decimal? 0.5 or 0.50. What's 2.5 as a decimal? 2.5. Okay, then it says blah, 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 10 gallons. So where does 10 go, numerator or denominator? Denominator, because gallons is in my denominator. So 10 goes in my denominator. So what is 0.5 times 10 divided by 2.5? 0.5 times 10, pick up your calculators. 0.5 times 10 divided by 2.5. Justin? 2 is my answer. Any questions? All right, number 6, Philip's meal costs $12.82 at a local restaurant. The server did their job very well, and Philip would like to leave 20% tip. What amount of money should he leave for the waitress? Now think about this question. Does it ask you for his total or just the amount he's going to leave as waitress? Just the amount, not the total. So let me set up my proportion. I know 100 always goes in the denominator. What's my percent this time? So 20 always goes above the 100, and my meal costs $12.82. So I'm trying to find 20% of that number. So now I'm going to do $12.82 times 20, and then divide that by 100. What do we get? You get 2.564, but can we leave 4/1000ths of a dollar on the table? No. So $2.56 is how much he's going to leave her on the table. Questions? All right, we're going to do number 4 and then go to 7, 8, and 9. All right, so 4 says that Max ran 5 miles on Thursday. 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Which proportion can be used to determine how many feet X Max ran on Thursday? Okay, my suggestion to you is to set up your own proportion. So we know that he ran 5 miles. And it says 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So I know that I'm comparing miles and feet. Now, I like to put what they give me first. So he ran 5 miles. Where does 5 go? In the numerator, because that's where my miles is. Do we know how many feet 5 miles is yet? No. Because that's what my question says. How many feet did he run on Thursday? Then it says 1 mile, so 1 goes in my numerator, is equal to 5,280 feet. 5,280 feet. Okay, so which one of those has the same numbers that mine does? They might not be in the same order, but A. Questions? All right, now let's go to 7, because this is where you guys struggled when we did this in class. For 7, 8, and 9, yes, you can eat a Rice Krispie treat. Throw your trash away. I need you to use this proportion. Is over of equals percent over 100. Write this down. Is over of equals percent over 100. We're going to write this for 7, 8, and 9. So if I'm writing it on the board, I need you to write it just like me. All right, so then I'm going to have to rewrite it over here. 100 is never going to change. So it says 76 is. So I want you to box that in on your paper. 76 is. So where is 76 going to go? On the top where the is supposed to go. Okay, then it says 80%. So where does the 80 go? Above the 100, because that's where the percent is supposed to go. Then it says of what? Do we know what the of is? Yeah, we don't know what that is. So now we cross multiply 76 times 100, then we divide by 80. What do we get? Oh, I'm here, 95 and 9.5. 76 times 100 divided by 80. Okay, 95. All right, so we're going to do the same thing for number 8. So I'm rewriting is over of equals percent over 100. 100 is never going to change. So now I'm going to go through and box stuff in again. So it says 32 is, where does 32 go, Nathan? Where? The numerator, because that's where the is supposed to go. Then it says, what percent? Does it tell us the percent? So where does my variable go? Above the 100. Then it says of 80. So we put 80 where the of is supposed to go. Now I can do 32 times 100 divided by 80. Justice, what'd you get? Huh? 40. Questions? Any questions? All right, we're going to do the same thing for the last one. Is over of equals percent over 100. 100 never changes. Okay? It says, what is, do we know what it's supposed to be? So put my variable where the is supposed to go. Then it says 45%, or 4.5, excuse me, 4.5. So where do I put 4.5? Above the 100. Then it says of 40. So 40 goes where the of is supposed to go. So now I'm going to do 40 times 4.5, and then divide by 100. What is it? What? Would y'all get back there? 1.8. Okay, so Justice, in your calculator, type in 40 times 4.5. Divide by 100. Okay, so it might be beneficial to you if you do your calculations a couple of times just to make sure that you do get the same answer every time that you do it. Because you had the right number, so then sometimes you just press the wrong number in your calculator. Any questions? That's the last question for 7-4, right? Okay.